Okay, so I promised I would show my long way around getting my nails done. Well, doing my nails. So I'm making a little video now, just kind of to show you what I do while I'm sitting at home doing my nails. Try not to talk that much because then I start doing extra stuff that I don't need to do. Again, this is the long way. I'm doing a lot of extra stuff here. And I leave it tucked under there until tomorrow, until it's really, really dry. And then I pluck it out like I showed y'all in the other video. Oh, you know what? Let me put this one on. No, I'm not going to put it on yet. Save that for another nail. Pinch it under. Pinch it together, I mean. And then just kind of tuck it under. See, I cut that one by accident with my thumbnail. I'm not going to rip it off though. I'm just going to let it dry all bunched up under there. You do not have to do all of this. This is me. And the way that I've created from playing with them so much. This color is Ecuadorable. And the other is Are You Madridding Me? Okay. Then this one, Are You Madrid and Me? I don't know what fingernail I want to put it on. Should I do them both the same? Yeah, I'm going to do them both the same. Okay. So, get it as close to your cuticle as possible. And you want it to be where you don't have much overlay on either side. Okay. And this one I might have to pull it a little to make it fit. Let's see. It fits good on this side. This side I'm kind of just pulling it a little to stretch it so it'll cover the entirety of my nail. And then I flatten it out really well, kind of like flatten down the sides and the center. I pinch it together. And if it's a lot when I pinch it together, I'll cut a little bit off. I'll just cut a little of the extra off. Not too much. And then I'll tuck it on under. Okay. Okay. Put this Ecuadorable on. I've already prepped my nails. So if you've been in a group for a while, you know, you just kind of file them down. Use the alcohol wipes to get any excess oil off your nail. And again, okay, I'm going to stop talking before I mess up. I'm pulling it just a little because it's a little shy on this side. Okay. And pinch it together. Got a little extra one. Go ahead and cut it off. So it won't be so much that I'm tucking under. Oops. This is the one I always accidentally cut off with my thumbnail. Try to get rid of some of this excess. So I accidentally cut it off again. Okay, and tuck it under there. Okay. Then I'm gonna do Are You Madriding Me? Now I think this one is too big for my pinky, so I'm gonna have to do a little cutting with my nail, do a little artwork here to try to get it to work on my pinky nail. But I'm gonna start, well, both of them, because this one's too big for my ring finger as well. But I used those already as accents. This is a set that I'm reusing. So I'm gonna be doing a little extra work tonight, and that might help you a little to see what happens when you have to put some extra work in. Okay, now once I watched one that said try to line it up as well as you can to one side, so that way you don't have to do a lot of extra work on both sides. I'm gonna go with that. I might pick it up after because I need to stretch it a little and cut it. Ooh, that was a close cut. Eeks. Eeks. Okay. Set that to the side. And pull this up a little and stretch it to fit this side. I'm not going to pull it all the way up. That's good enough. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I'm lying. I'm going to pull it a little bit. Whatever. Okay. If I would have just turned it a little, it probably would have fit the whole nail. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. Try this again. I try to get as close to my cuticle as possible without going over. Like The Price is Right. Okay. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. Yep. That's perfect. I didn't leave enough to go under that well. But it'll do. And I'm going to get a tool now, since I cut a little too much off. I'm going to use this tool to kind of flatten it out under there. You know, when I tell y'all I'm going above and beyond, I'm definitely going above and beyond, okay? It does not take all of this. I'm being dramatic. Okay. Let's see. Make sure it's not on my skin, because you know if it gets on your skin, then water or air could get up under there, and it won't. Your set won't last as long. Right here is kind of tripping. Okay. Oops. My little nose ring. It's a Essential oil nose ring. Do you see it? Oh well, anyway. Okay. And this one is the one that I'm probably going to have to do some cutting on. Well, I know I'm going to have to do some cutting on. Okay. That side looks good. And I'm going to show you how far over my nail it is. See? See how far over my nail it is? So now you just kind of go in with a tool or with your thumb and press down at the end of your nail bed. So you're basically making a cut. Just pressing down at the end of my nail bed where I want the excess to come off. And you just pull it off. I need to get this piece. Let's see. Okay, see? And then you just pull it off. Oh, did y'all see any of that? She is not the best video instructor. Get all of this extra stuff I don't need. Get all of it out of there. And then tuck it under. Make it pretty. Sometimes it's a little lumpy at the top of the nail. And when it's like that, I'll try my best to kind of rub it under and form it to the nail. But if it just keeps being rebellious, I will just let it be rebellious and I'll file it flat in the morning. Okay, so remember it was too long on this side, and I just, was it this? No, it was this side. And I just made it shape to fit my finger. Ignore the ash, it'll be gone after I lotion up. That's just because I've been playing with these nails. Alright, so all we're left with now are the thumbs. And I'm going to do those in the Ecuadorable as well. My thumb is, I use this one for my toe, and I use the second largest one for both of my thumbs. But I still have my French tips on my toes. I'm going to leave those on till they grow out. Okay. And so last but not least is the wonderful thumb. And you saving it for last because why, class? Correct. We save it for last because we use our thumb as a tool. You guys get an A. All right. And let's put it on as close to my cuticle as possible. Lined up on both sides as well as possible. Might have to do a little pulling up. I'm going to pull this up a little bit and scoot it over. Okay, close to my cuticle as possible. Line it up to both sides as well as possible. This side looks like it's going to be good. It's a little over. this side, I'm going to have to pull it a little. Just a little. If you pull it too much, you're going to tear your strip. So be careful pulling it. I've torn a few strips trying to be the pull queen. Don't be the pull queen. Okay. I'll cut it out. Put this on there first. Nope, I'm not going to do it first. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Okay, cut. You need to cut it. Okay, cut it. I hope that's big enough because my thumbs are kind of growing out some. Okay, I just put it on there. Flip it over and save it for later. Okay, so now I'm pressing on. Getting it as smooth as possible. And go in and start to fold. See, look, I didn't leave enough room for extra here. Enough strip, I mean, for extra. It's just enough. Just enough. Like Goldilocks, it's just enough. Don't be Goldilocks. Have extra. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use my tool to kind of flatten it and push it under. Now, if I ever do your nails for you, I'm not doing all of this. You can X that out, homie. You can X it out. We're going to go the quick route. Okay. Tuck it under there because I want that little extra piece to stay until tomorrow. This one's gonna pull back from the nail. I can already see it. I cut it a little too short, a little too close for comfort. A little too close for comfort. That's okay. You know I'm gonna be changing them next week anyway. So, all right, the thumb is done. Thumb is done. Whole pizza in my mouth. Fitness, more like fitness. Whole pizza in my mouth. Just thought y'all wanted to see what the rest of the shirt said. All right, and my last thumb. Is it going to be long enough? I don't want to I try to use my strips in the most economical way possible. So, will she make it or will she not? Eeks. I think I put it on the wrong side. Okay. So let's get it on there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna stretch it a little bit. See if I could get a little extra in there. Oh, be careful stretching it. I'm telling y'all, I didn't ruin several of them that way. But it's a win when you stretch it and it doesn't break. Alright, and notice I can't really use my nail on this last one. I kind of have to use my meat because I don't want to mess my polish up, my strip up on my thumb that I'm using as the tool. And then I'll go back and I'll use this to tuck and cut or whatnot. Because again, I can't really use my thumb anymore. It's already done. Okay. So I'm just kind of using the meat of my nail and my tool. This one I might need to use the wooden stick because it needs to be cut, and that rubber stick doesn't really cut too well. It's just kind of for smoothing. But the wooden stick will cut off extra for you. So I'm going to go in, oh my gosh, and use my wooden stick to get this little extra piece off. Because it was not where it needed to be. Okay. And that one's done. So that was 26 minutes. That was with me doing a little extra talking that I didn't need to be doing, getting distracted. Doop, doop. With the pieces behind it that I'm going to pluck out later. You can't see it. Oh, Desiree, I cut my nails. They're closer to even. They're not even, but I could take all of it off, but they're not really lopsided anymore. Okay. So there you go. Hope that helps.